les 3 micros et après on y va.
Ouais. Tu fais bien.
Ben, are we live? Is that a yes or a no?
Maybe.
Ça rigole pas.
Maybe.
Can somebody check somewhere on the computer?
You're live.
We're live. That's awesome. Good morning, children. Are we live? We're live. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Good morning, children. So, today, as promised, we're going to do a beta. We're just trying this stuff to do a live broadcast of a full band at Flux. And so, before we bring the band in, I want to tell you a little bit what we've done. So we're going to geek out for 6 minutes, and then we're going to make music for however long they want to play. So the band's called Last Train. They're a rock band, and the challenge was to put everybody in the same room and let them rock. So if we go this way, you'll see that the drums and the guitar amp and the bass amp and the other guitar amp, everything is in the same room, and the vocalist is right behind here. Everybody is in the same room, so everything bleeds into everything, which in theory is going to be a catastrophe. But in practice, maybe not. You never know. So the idea here was to keep things super simple. We only had 1 hour to set up, so which we did this last hour. We spared you the geeky stuff. So in this 1 hour, what we did is we put mix in front of the amp. So on the bass, we have a Thunderstar bass amp, which is a 60s amp. It's awesome. We put a FET 47 on it, and then on the singer's guitar, I have an AC30, and it's got a SM57 on it. And then on the drums, we kept it super small. 2 mics on the snare. I'm using the bottom mic for clarity, so 2 57s. And then 2 coils on the overheads. And then a D12 on the drum inside, and a Yamaha kick on the outside, so it can go boom. And then here on Julien's guitar, we have a really small amp, but it sounds gorgeous. It's called a Vibro Champ, and just another 57. And on the vocal, we have an SM7, and that's it. And that's all going into the console, and I'm mixing it in real time. So that's it. So enough talking about geekiness, and let's make some music. So if bring the band in. Jean-Noël, voilà. Antoine, Tim, Julien. And we're going to check that everything's still plugged in, and then we're going to go boom. And I'm going to go to the control room to mix it. And hopefully everything will work. Et voilà. Cher ami, bienvenue chez vous. All right. C'est parti.
Salut, on est Last Train, on vient de France et on est très heureux d'être au Flux Studios pour une petite session.
We gonna feel the fire. We gonna burn the sea. Hey, out there, come close to the stage, leaving the golden age of nowhere. eventually pull me down. There was a time you were the way out. I can remind when the curtains became a wall and be an anger. Use my mirror. I wasn't full each and every time. I tried to grow. I miss my own life. I'm not enough to know what I'm looking for. Something now I wanna trust, but inside I'm gonna leave you, babe.
c'est la- Ok, on remercie bien fort tous les techniciens qui sont là, qui ont rendu ça possible à la vidéo, ceux qui ont permis de retransmettre ça en direct sur les internets. Évidemment Fab Dupont qu'on remercie du fond du cœur qui est derrière la console, toutes les personnes qui nous ont suivis ici en tournée américaine. La dernière chanson s'appelle Fire et on est la string. Merci à tous.
When we leave these miles behind us, we'll see the fire on the mountain, and we'll see the fire, holy fire. The top's coming down, and the flame keeps on shining. And as we grow, all things are falling, and the shadows become silver light, and all smokes go up, all minds go down, and it keeps on burning. These miles behind us, we saw the mountains facing each other, and now all the mountains are cold, they're cold in the fire.
Et voilà. That was Last Train. So, and that was awesome. I had fun. Josh?
Yes.
Josh was responsible for a lot of the electronic setup and the microphone setup, and so was Joey. Josh and Joey, who are the assistants, the first assistants at Flux. Would one of you be kind enough to go kill that bus?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna, thanks so much for watching. This was a lot of fun, and because it was a lot of fun, there's a strong chance there will be a lot of that happening on Puremix Live no later than very soon or a little bit after that. So since we're in the control room, I can go back to geeking because I'm told that some of you missed the beginning of this fantastic beta shoot. So I'm going to tell you a little bit what's going on in the control room, which I did not do originally. And for those of you who just logged on from Last Train to watch the music, là, ça va devenir super technique et ennuyeux. Okay, the console is Flux's Neve 33 series, which is a discrete broadcast console from 1974. And the thing that's amazing about it is it was made at the same time as the 8068s and all the legendary consoles that everybody pays hundreds of thousands of dollars for. But and it's the same technology except it's class AB, and also it was designed to never break, so it doesn't break, which is awesome. So the setup was very simple. Here, basically the way it works is like this. These are the mic pre's. I'm not sure you can see, but up here is the mic pre's and the EQs. And then after the mic pre and the EQ, it goes straight to Pro Tools. I record in Pro Tools, and the output of Pro Tools come back here, and now I can do my balance here. So while they were playing, I was trying to balance in real time because they're very dynamic and there's almost no compression anywhere. So I was trying to balance so you guys can hear a nice real-time mix. So it's busy around here. So basically what I did is I had 2 kick microphones. So I have an old D12 inside, and then I had a Yamaha sub kick outside. And I'm EQing a little bit on the way into Pro Tools, but really minimal, like a couple dBs at whatever. I can't really tell, it's dark in here, but like 56 hertz, and it's just a little bit of presence. A little bit of presence on the inside, and a little bit of boom on the outside. And I had 257 on the snare. The bottom snare, the phase, the polarity is flipped so that we can keep the bottom tight. I'm high passing because I don't want too much of the bass drum in there. Then these serve no purpose. We had no tom mics. And then a pair of overheads, coils with quite a bit of gain, just to give an ambience. And then what I did is I used this Q send here on the console. This console has 2 Q sends. They are pre. And I sent the 2 kick mics and the 2 snare mics in different amounts of level to an 1176, which is set to 12 to 1, which I pulled out of somewhere. And that is basically crushing the kick and the snare at the same time. And it's coming back on a fader here, and I can decide how much of that I want. At the same time, I'm also sending all the drums via a bus right here. This bus B. All the drums are going to an SSL compressor, which is over here. And the SSL is set, average to like 4 or 5 dBs of compression. And I'm bringing that back in. So I'm doing parallel compression, but I'm not doing any direct compression. There is no direct compression on anything. It's only a couple parallel compressions. So one on the kick and snare, pretty heavy, and one on the drums, the whole drums, not so heavy. Then, and then we keep going. Then I have a DI for the bass, and then I have the bass amp. The bass amp is 6 dBs louder than the DI, so basically you're not hearing the DI. But since I was happy with the balance, I left it up. I also use the DI as a sand because it's clean. I use the DI as a sand into the reverb. I'll talk about reverb in a second. Then there's 2 guitar amps, no DIs, just the amps, 57s on the amps. The bass amp has a 47 FET, and the guitars have SM57s, a cheap mic, sounds great. And the guitars are basically flat. I'm giving a little bit of 1K presence on the tiny little amp on the right because it was feeling a little underpowered compared to the enormous AC30 that was blasting us even through the wall. So it was insanely loud in there, unbelievably loud, but still sounds good. So those are the two guitar mics. And then the vocal mic is an SM7, which was recorded straight through, no EQ, just a high pass. And there was a little bit of the dangerous compressor on limit. So just to cover myself in case he went crazy, which he did, to make sure I was not distorting because, and I only put that on the second song, I think. I felt like, oh, this is great. This is very usable recording. Might as well just make sure that I'm not going to destroy it by clipping. And then, what else is going on? And then we have two reverbs set up. There's an M7, which is a precasti on a 2-second reverb. And then my EMT plate, which is a real plate on 140 that's back in the shop. And so I'm using the sands here to decide a little bit what's going in there. So obviously, I'm sending the vocal, and I'm sending a little bit of the guitars just for ambience, not to add sauce because they had their own guitars, their own reverbs, but just to put everybody in the same room. A little bit of the bass for that reason, and a little bit of the snare, otherwise it didn't sound quite style appropriate. It sounded a little too much like what I would do more than what they would do, since I am physically allergic to reverb. So, so that's it. That's everything. And hold on, is that everything? No, that's not true. I'm lying. And there's one more thing you need to know. Two more things you need to know. Then the whole mix. So everything was going to Pro Tools, and then coming out of Pro Tools, coming here, and I'm balancing in real time. And I'm going through these parallel compression schemes in real time after the recording, just for you guys to hear during the streaming. And then after my master, which is right here, I'm actually going through an 1170s, I'm going through 33609, sorry, which was doing about 4 dBs of compression throughout the whole mix. And then through a pair of past EQs, which are Neve 31102s, the same stuff you see in an 8068. And those have plus something at 100 hertz and plus something at 15K. So it's basically a smiley curve, like make you happy, you know, some highs, some lows, so that I don't have to EQ too much here. So I'm EQing the whole mix, and that way I didn't have to, you know, this is an SM7, and there's literally no EQ on it, and it sounded really lovely. I said the only digital thing that was going on here is Jean-Noël, who's the singer, asked me for a slap delay at the last minute. And so I didn't have time to set up one of my machines here to do slap delay. So I have a slap delay plugin in Pro Tools. It's not recorded, it's just on playback. And all these EQs right here in Pro Tools actually were there for security in case I needed them, but I never used them. So it was done all analog, all live, all real time. And that's the geeky part of our show today. Ben, where's Ben? I think this was inclusive beta. So what would be great for you Puremix people who are watching this is in the comments, write down what worked for you, because we're in beta, right? So you still have the right to complain at this point. So write down what worked for you, what did not work for you, what else you'd like to see, and then we have another surprise coming to you on Sunday. So in case you have nothing else to do on Sunday, I will stay near your computer. Ciao.